So in this video we're going to show you what's inside your phone charger and why sometimes it actually fails. When you tear it apart, you can see that right here that the prongs are not actually, some of them, not all of them, but the prongs on the inside that plug into the wall are actually going into a little slot itself. They're not actually soldered onto the board because it's easier to assemble. As you can see, these slots right here and here are just like they're pinching the actual pins over here. All right, what you see right here. Now when you slide this out to see what's in there, it's a pretty simple circuit board there. It has a transformer, a couple capacitors, a couple resistors. On the bottom of the board usually has some controllers. This one actually has a few controllers here, little IC chips there that regulate the actual charging voltage and stuff like that, right? So the rest of the stuff on the board is just pretty basic, pretty simple. It's just filtering out dirty power and power spikes. There's your USB port right there. And usually, like I said, when these things fail, it's usually going to be, if you take it apart, you'll see sometimes this is a higher grade capacitor. This is a standard capacitor. If you see like these capacitors right here got like a little bubble, any kind of a little tiny bubble on top, that means that capacitor has been dried out and no longer is working. So the whole component will fail if any of these capacitors start to bubble on top and they dry out, which happens a lot in any electronics. Power supplies, amplifiers is all the same thing. And like I said, when you take this one here, it just, if you look right here, they just slide right onto the actual tab to the pin. So sometimes these become loose from going back and forth in the wall all the time, and those pins will have oxidized or actually become loose, and then it won't charge because it's just not connecting right. You might get a lower voltage, and then sometimes your port here on the USB will get dirty, and then that'll cause electrical problems also. Your best deal is to plug these in and leave them plugged in, and leave your USB plugged in constantly. And to help your phone, if you get one of those charger stations, so you plug this into your charger station, and then you don't have to plug anything into your phone. You just put your phone on the charger station, and that way you don't put a lot of wear and tear on the port in your phone, because the longer the port's being used, people think the battery is actually failing. The battery is not failing. It's actually the port is dirty, and the charge voltage is actually low, or the current is actually low. So little explanation there for battery chargers for your phone. Hope you all enjoyed that one.